And it's my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you, for not the first time, but our former great governor and our current terrific senator, the Honorable Evan Bayh. Evan.
I thought John was going to go next. Well, should I go ahead?
Oh, he's going to introduce me. That's what I thought, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, South Bend. It's good to be home. I'm not the only one here who wishes this good man was still our governor, am I? It's been 40 long years since we had a presidential primary that mattered in the state of Indiana, and all I can say is it's about time. Iowa had their say, New Hampshire had their say, California, the other states had their say. Now we're going to have our say about the next president of the United States and moving this country forward. Hillary, I'm reminded of a bumper sticker I saw in southern Indiana once when I was driving along, pulled up behind a car. It said, "Women make great leaders." You're following one now. And so we are. But you know, there were some folks who didn't want us to have our say. They wanted this election to end before it came to Indiana. But one of the things, I'll tell you what, Hillary is fighting for us, and she's not going to give up until we get this job done. When she gets knocked down, she gets back up. And she keeps going because she knows that we need to keep going to meet the challenges that face this country. Creating good jobs and growing businesses so our working men and women can support their families and create a better future for their loved ones. That's the kind of president she's going to be for the state of Indiana and for the United States of America. Tax cuts for middle-class families, not big oil or Wall Street bankers. That's what Hillary's going to fight for in the White House. She's going to fight for our energy independence with American workers producing the next generation of high-efficiency vehicles and Indiana's farmers growing America's fuel. That's the direction she's going to lead us in when she gets into the White House starting next January. She's for quality, affordable health care for every American, not just a few, but for each and every one. And she's got a plan to get us out of Iraq because she knows our presence there makes us weaker, not stronger. That's the kind of commander-in-chief she's going to be. I've been privileged to know Hillary for about 20 years, and I can tell you she's one of us. She shares our values. And she knows that as important as it is to create prosperity in this country, there are other things that matter to us too. She loves this nation. She's patriotic. I had a chance to go with her to a military hospital, and we'd go room to room visiting those soldiers. She'd hold their hands. She'd comfort their families. She's going to be the kind of commander-in-chief who will do right by our troops and no longer force them to search through garbage dumps for metal to weld on the side of their vehicles. We're going to produce them over here in Mishawaka at AM General and give our troops the equipment that they need. She believes in family. Matter of fact, when I have a chance to talk to her, when you really want her to kind of brighten up, ask her how Chelsea's doing. By the way, my own boys are doing okay. Some of you asked, they're up to bat here. I mean, they're good Hoosier boys, Joe. One of them hit a three-pointer to win a ball game the other day. So it's, you know, we've got some serious work to do because we all know this country is not fulfilling its great potential. But we also know that it's not going to be easy, that if we had a magic wand of some kind, we would have waved that a long time ago. We need a leader with the grit, with the backbone, with the determination to roll up her sleeves and get the job done, working with us and the American people. And that's the kind of president that Hillary Clinton will be. Not just wishing for it, not just hoping for it, not just speaking about it, but actually producing the results that we need in our daily lives across this state and across our country. When she and her husband were in the White House, 22 million new jobs, millions of new businesses, people lifted out of poverty, people off of welfare into jobs. That's the kind of leadership we need. And that's the kind of leadership that she'll provide once again. So let me just conclude, and I'm going to introduce somebody who was a boyhood hero of mine to introduce the next President of the United States. But I'll just conclude by saying this. This election is about a lot more than those of us up here on the stage today. It's about each and every one of you, about your hopes and your dreams and your children and your grandparents. It's about the future of our state and the future of this great nation. It's about us keeping faith with those who have come before and doing right by those who will follow in our footsteps. We can have a better America with more hope and opportunity for everyone, but it's up to us to make it happen, and that's why we are here today. And if we stand by her, she will stand with us, and we will go on to build an American future of which we can be proud. That's what this election is about. So vote for her, but vote for our country, and when you do, Hillary Clinton will be elected the next president of these United States.